Greetings everyone, it's Michael Anastasiadis here from Bosanoff Mortgages, Mortgages Made Easy, coming to you live with another mortgage and interest rate update. So unfortunately there's no news on the interest rate up front. They're still the same that I've been sharing with you for the last few weeks, with the 1 year and 2 year rates being fixed 4.99 and the 18-month rate at 4.95. Next OCR is only a few weeks away, 28th of May. Now what I've been reading is it looks like everyone's sort of in agreement. It's a unanimous decision that it looks like there will be another 0.25 cut. So that's what I'm reading from the various economists out there. There's no guarantees. You never know what this interim Reserve Bank governor will do, but it feels like it's well signalled now that everyone is expecting a 0.25 cut. The big question is, when will we see the banks pass on any cuts to the fixed rates? Because there is a little bit more scope for them with the wholesale rates to drop the fixed rates, but we haven't seen that yet. These 4.99 rates have been around for a while now, and they're all costing even together, you know, 4.99 for so many for so many different durations. So something's got to give. We just don't know when and by how much. Now the banks, I think, are also going to play the cautious card, because we saw today in the US that the Fed made no cuts to their equivalent of their OCR over there. And in fact, they're worried that with everything Trump's doing, that inflation may be on the rise or could rise. And we know what that means after living through that here in New Zealand over the last 24 months. When there's high inflation or inflation, rates go up. So why does that worry us here? Because if the lending for money goes up overseas, our banks also get money from overseas, so we could see a higher rate there. So there's going to be a bit of tension between the Reserve Bank trying to cut rates to stimulate the economy, and then the bank's borrowing costs for funds going up overseas. So it's going to be some interesting times to see what happens. And that's why I say every week, it's really important that you get that tailored advice for you and your circumstances, so you know what to do when it comes to refixing your loan. In terms of what we're seeing with the banks and applications, busy week. We've got lots of first home buyers still putting in offers on properties, getting them accepted, so that's always great. Conditionally though, so they're still doing their due diligence, so there's still a little bit more work for them to do before they go unconditional and get their loan. But we are getting loans approved. Buyers are out there. Yes, they are picky, but transactions are happening. The bank timeframes though are horrendous. It's nearly taking, most banks are now taking 2 weeks just to get to new applications, and then inevitably, and we try to avoid this as much as we can, they come back to us with a few questions, and that delays things as well. So if you're looking to buy soon, the best advice I can give you is get your application to us ASAP, so we can assess it and get it in the bank's queue. That way you're not under any time frame or time pressures. So that's the best advice I can give you. I still feel like it's a great time to buy, but I know you're all going to say, Michael would be saying that, but there's a lot of listings on in Wellington, and the number of buyers aren't there. So that's why conditional offers are happening. So if you want to know more, you've got all my details here. Feel free to get in touch, and I'll be more than happy to have a chat with you and see how we can help make your mortgage made easy. See you next time, guys.